guys, welcome back to All Ruby, where I talk all things me. So today it's 2 weeks before Christmas, I think even less, it's like 12 days before Christmas, and we are going out to get a Christmas tree. We usually get it from So we are heading out to the western suburbs to get a Christmas tree because we've got a storage cube out in the west and all our Christmas decorations are out there, and I figured that why don't we go and try and find one of the Christmas tree farms and make it a real event, because part of what I'm so excited about with starting our family is like starting our own traditions. And I've always loved Christmas. That's not true. I've started to love Christmas more and more as I've gotten older, mainly for the traditions. And I think that coming from a family that isn't religious, it's kind of harder to find your traditions because we have to make them up. So I suppose what me and Eli are kind of going to try and do is make up our family traditions. And so the last few years I've made us make Christmas mince pies, not savoury, the sweet mince pies, in the days leading up to Christmas, and I love giving them away to people and just having them there to eat and just indulge in all the time. So that's a kind of something I love doing, where I just go, this means Christmas to me. And I've always loved getting the Christmas tree ever since we've been married, haven't I? And
yeah, it's good.
I think even early days I made some beautiful Christmas tree decorations which went missing, and I've never gotten over it, but I need to, like, I think I just need to make them and replace the paint. Got like some leftover cowhide leather that I had like hair on it, and I cut out these beautiful stars and things and hung them up on the tree. That was a really lovely year. So I've started collecting Christmas tree decorations, just a little one every year, like a little special one. We've got some nice ones, you know, even like when we're doing challenge small goods, we have a bacon one.
Oh, bacon one, I forgot about that.
The bacon one, we still have to put the bacon one up even though we don't have the company anymore. So we'll see what the Christmas tree farm is like. We might just get there and it's like a parking lot. Yeah, I just thought that would be really cool. And then like another year it'll be Scout and another little Bubba, and then we'll all like run around and choose a Christmas tree. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. So tell me what your Christmas tree traditions are in the comment section below. What do you do to make Christmas not just about the presents? Because I think everybody's sick of it just being about presents. Which is an interesting one, because actually on presents, my family on my mum's side is really small, and we love doing presents because we're so small. We like spend a really good amount of time choosing really thoughtful presents, and then we spend hours opening them up in front of each other and oohing and eyeing and trying them on and making a big fuss of the person who bought them and big fuss of the present. And you know, to me that's a beautiful present giving. But yeah, just kind of rampant consumerism I am not down with. But I do love buying presents for people when I have the time to think and like really come up with something really thoughtful for them. That's a favourite pastime of mine. Anyway, let's see how the Christmas tree plays. What do you want to do for Christmas traditions, Eli?
Well, there's like, we gotta listen to, there's a bunch of songs we gotta listen to for sure.
Are you talking to somebody on your phone?
Hello?
There's somebody there on the other foot. Hello. Bye-bye. Or do you think I'm talking to somebody on the phone? Bye-bye. Are you calling Canada? So yes, Christmas songs. So I've been playing Christmas songs since November.
White Wine in the Sun.
White Wine in the Sun we have to listen to.
From New York in there.
Oh yeah, Pope's Fairy Tale of New York.
That's my favorite.
And then the Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas. That's me and Deanne's jam. What did you guys do when you were, like, any Christmas things that you like that you want to build into our family tradition?
I can't really remember. I mean, no, it's just spending a lot of family time together, really.
It's always a question, like, isn't Christmas always about, like, what meat? I mean, maybe if your family's quite established, but like in my family with the different comings and goings of family members, it's always about what meat are you going to eat for Christmas?
Oh, yeah, you do turkey or ham.
And that can be quite, well, or in Australia, seafood.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
So my mum's English, so she likes the turkey. Excuse me. Are you miserable? Eli's Canadian, so he likes the ham. And I like beef, so I don't fit in any of that. I love the seafood. Alright, let's see the aircon back on. See you at the Christmas tree farm. Hello again. We haven't reached the Christmas tree. It's felt like it was an hour away for like an hour. Every time we look at the clock, we're like, oh, it's only been another 10 minutes. So I just wanted to draw your attention to what's going on behind me.
chaos.
We always swore we wouldn't be iPad parents. We were so wrong. We've done a lot of driving lately, and when Scout is just screaming bloody murder at you, you know you can stop it by doing that. Wouldn't you?
You want to make God laugh. Tell him you won't give your kid an iPad.
Anyway, I feel terrible because I'm like, what am I going to do? You didn't want to come like, my parents. So arrogant. That's my thoughts on perfection parenting. So we stopped to get Starbucks. Christmas. Christmas detail. I've currently given up coffee, so I'm drinking unsweetened matchas. But I thought I'd do a thought piece about Starbucks because I'm Australian, so we laugh at Starbucks generally. It's like, that's not real coffee, and we're always, I think in Sydney we're very proud that Starbucks arrived in Australia and opened up all these locations in Sydney, and they all bar like 2 closed down. And so, you know, over the last few years we've always kind of joked when Eli wants to go get a Starbucks and rolled our eyes, and it is very, very funny because culturally it's quite different. So like, you know, in North America you can walk in and get a drip coffee from Starbucks just like in a second, whereas in any given Australian Starbucks you walk in and you're like,
You go, hey, can I get a grande Pike Place? And then they do this. They go, and they look at the machine and they go, yeah, it'll be about 10 minutes.
They just hush whispers to each other as to like,
You know how to use that
how do we put it on? So clearly we don't drink a whole lot of drip coffee in Australia. And we've always kind of laughed and made fun of Eli for drinking Starbucks. So I had this realisation. I was just going to the dunny while we were waiting for our coffees, realising that, like, I mean, you know, it's like a Subway. Like, they all smell the same. When you walk into a Starbucks, it smells like a Starbucks. And there's this element where it's like...
the Subway restaurant or like a Subway? Like
No, Subway restaurant. You know how like you walk into any Subway? I have to close it. And I realised that that's, you know, Eli, my husband's home, and he's from Canada, and that's a bit where you guys drink it all the time. And
crappy Starbucks coffee. And that's
like I was amazed when one year we went back and we arrived and someone went down and got a bladder of coffee. What the why? So imagine an Australian goon sack but full of coffee. Is it hot coffee? Mm-hmm. And I was like, but this is just piss. You may as well just make this at home. Like, I genuinely didn't understand. But like, it's a thing.
It should be said that I don't particularly like Starbucks coffee. Like, if I'm given a choice, I'll take a properly made Australian coffee over Starbucks coffee. But once in a while, it has a little nostalgic value on it there. Just getting garbage Starbucks coffee.
And I think that's the thing that a lot of people our generation are dealing with cross-continental relationships where we're living apart from our families. And so I now realise that actually after 10 years of being with Eli, I have a very, very soft spot for Starbucks for a whole lot of personal reasons, and going there, I love it because it's a bit of nostalgia for him. So that's my thought for today about Starbucks. And why sometimes you'll see us drinking Starbucks in my stories or in my YouTubes. Still advertised, but it's also a nursery, so I got some really cheap plants. From the car park. Actually, you can see some. I see it over there. I don't think you're allowed to run through it. I asked them, and they were like, yeah, it's a little bit ill advertised. So I'm gonna head back over to the car park and find me a Christmas tree. I asked them, and they were like, yeah, it's a little bit ill advertised. Anyway, gotta keep the Christmas cheer up. So what I'm doing is looking for some new song recommendations, so shoot them in the comments below, your favourite ones. Eli read a book recently called, what's it called?
Keep the Aspidistra Flying by Orwell.
So what's it all about? Tell me about the book.
Man, how do you describe it? So it's a guy who's trying to write a play. Man, it's hard to explain, but anyway, in the book, the Aspidistras, it's in the 30s in England, I think, and Aspidistras were really popular, and he kind of represents like the middle class, like
Stepford Wives.
Given up on the...
It's the people who just do... There's people who just do family life, right? They just kind of... So anyway, I just saw one. I've never seen one before, and I was in the nursery and I was like, oh Eli, I gotta get you an Aspidistra. Yeah, so we're gonna keep the Aspidistra flying here. I feel like this is Australian Christmas. Hot. So next year I've got to get here earlier because the best shaped ones go in the morning. And I think I got it. He's alright. He's good.
Thanks, guys. Okay. You too.
There he is. There's our tree. Just got the car. I don't know how to use it yet. Thank you. Have a great Christmas. Alright, whoa, it's like the dust. Okay, now we're gonna go find our Christmas tree decorations. I think I was smart and I put them out. I think I see our matching pajamas, but I'm gonna have to get us new matching pajamas because Scout will have grown out of hers. So the thing is, I currently only have one shoebox full of my Christmas decorations. So it's kind of really nice that every year we're just building a little bit more, but they're humble at the moment.